Good morning, students. Higher Secondary Second Year, Computer Science, Unit 3, Lesson 10, Classes and Objects, Part 1. The learning objectives of this lesson: to understand the fundamental concepts of object-oriented programming, like classes, objects, constructors, and destructors. The object-oriented technology is already we learned from the 11th standard C++. At that class, in the 11th standard, we studied already classes, objects, constructors, and destructors. In the Python also, we will go to study the same things, object-oriented programming with Python, the some verses, classes, objects, constructors, and destructors. Second learning objective: gain the knowledge of creating classes and objects in Python. Third one: create classes with constructors. So what is constructors? What is destructor? What are the difference between constructor and destructors? And write some complex programs in Python using classes. Introduction to classes and objects. Class is the main building block in Python. Object is a collection of data and function that act on those data. Class is a template for the object. According to the concept of object-oriented programming, objects are also called as instance of the class or class variable. In Python, everything is an object. For example, all integer variables that we use in our program is an object of the class int. Similarly, all the string variables are object of the class string. Defining classes. How to define the class in Python? In Python, a class is defined by using the keyword class. Every class has a unique name followed by a colon. Here is the syntax for the defining class. Class, it is a keyword followed by class name, class tag, followed by colon. The statements 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n statements are intended from the class tag. Here where statements in the class definition may be this may be a variable declaration or decision control. If x greater than b, if a less than b, such decision control. Variable declaration such as int ab, a equal to 10, b equal to 5, such variable declaration. Loops, for loops or while loops, or even a function definition, accept function, display function, calculate function, any function in the class tag. So the statements may be variable declaration, decision control, loop, or even a function definition. Class variables and method. Variables are defined inside a class and these are called as class variable. Which variables are defined inside the class is called as class variable, and which functions are defined inside the class, that is known as class functions or methods. Class variables and methods are together known as members of the class. The class variables and methods, both of them are together known as the member of the class. Class members, they are called as class members. The class members should be accessed through objects. The class member should be accessed through objects only or instance of the class. A class can be defined anywhere in the Python program. So the class variables and methods, for example, class variable x that is accessed from outside the class by using the object name. Object name it may be for example s dot x equal to 10. You can access the class variables or methods from the outside the class by using the dot operator and also with the object name. Here is the example program to define a class. How to define a class? This is the example program. Here simple example, class sample. Here sample is the name of the class followed by colon. Here x and y are called as class variables. X has the value 10, y has the value 20. From the IDLE window, we are going to demonstrate about the defining class. File open, defining class. Here class sample. Sample is the class tag followed by colon. X and y equal to 10 and 20, that is intended from the class tag. So these statements are inside the class. Here two print statements, one prints the x value, another one prints the y value. Now generate this. X value is 10, y value is 20. This is the example program for defining the class. In the above coding, name of the class is sample. Name of the class is the sample, and it has the two variables x and y, which x and y having the initial value as 10 and 20 respectively. To access the values defined inside the class, you need an object or instance of the class. If you access both the value x and y from the outside of the class, we need the objects. For example, s equal to sample. That is, here s is the object name. To access the x value, s dot x equal to 10. To access the y value, s dot y equal to 20. Here s is the object name, dot is the dot operator, y is the class variable. Creating objects. How do you create an object? Once a class is created, next you should create an object or instance of the class of that class. The process of creating object is called the class instantiation. Here is the syntax for creating the object. Object name equal to class name. Here object name, for example, s, that is equal to class name student of, so s is the object of the student. Note that the class instantiation uses the function notation, that is class name with parenthesis. Here class name with parenthesis. It is like the function notation. Accessing class members. How do you access the class members? Any class member, that is class variable or method. Class members are, there are two class members. One is variable, class variable. Another one is method. Class variables are class attributes, methods are functions. Can be accessed by using object with a dot operator. We can access the class members by using dot operator. This is the one word question. Syntax, object name dot class member. Here is an example program to define a class and access its member variables. This program is used to define a class, also access its member variable. Member variables means class variable. Here is the example, class sample. Here sample is the class tag followed by colon. It contains two class variables x and y. X has the value 10, y has the value 20. Here is the s is the object, s equal to sample. Here s is the object, sample is the name of the class tag. Here class instantiation or object s is created. By using this statement, s, the object s is created. Here the three statements that print the class variables and also summation of class variables. The first two statements prints the class variables s dot x. Here we access here this program is illustrates for the using of accessing its member variable, that is s dot x. Here s is the object name, dot is the dot operator, x is the member variable, that is class variable s dot x. And another variable is y. It is accessed by s dot y. Here s is the object name, dot y is the variable, class variable name that contains the 20. The summation is 10 plus 20, that is 30. This is the output. Value of x equal to 10, value of y equal to 20, value of x and y equal to 30. So we get the result as value of x equal to 10, value of y 20 and x plus y is 30. We are going to see this example by using IDLE window. File open. Program to define a class and access its member variable. Here is the example, class sample. These statements are intended for, this statement is intended from the class sample, so it contains the two variables x and y. These are called as class variable that contains the values 10 and 20. Here s is the object. This statement create the instantiation, that is called object. S is the object. We access the member of the variable, class variable, by using the dot operator, s dot x, s dot y. Here s dot x plus s dot y. We get the result, final result, by using the command run model. Value of x equal to 10, value of y equal to 20, and the summation is 30. By using this example, we access the member of the class and define the class tag. Here class tag is sample. What are the class variables? X and y. What is the name of the object in the class? Yes, the only object is S only. Next title, class methods. Class methods or class functions. Python class function or method is very similar to ordinary function, with a small difference that a class method must have the first argument named as self. In C++, the first argument, you are not use the first argument as self. We are only the parameters only, used parameters only, not the self argument. But here in Python, the first argument must be a self. For example, add of self. For example, add of self that contains no variable. That means that contains no variables. If add of self comma a, that means it contains only one variable a, with the first argument must be a self. No need to pass a value for this argument when we call the method. Python provides its value automatically. Even if a method takes no arguments, it should be defined with the first argument called self. The first argument should be defined. If the function contains no arguments, the first argument must be the self. If a method is defined to accept only one argument, it will take it as two arguments. If we define the function with two argument, it has the three argument including the self. That is self and the defined arguments. We have the self and defined arguments. So if we define two variables, we have the three variables including self. When you declare class variable within class, methods must be prefixed by the class name and dot operator. Here is the example program to find the total and average marks using the class. This is the example for program for defining class, defining member variables, defining methods, and also accessing the variables. By using this example, we are going to find out the total and average. Here the class tag is student. Here class tag is student. What are the class variables? Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, which has the values 45, 91, 71 respectively. And what is the name of the class method? Here only one method is used here, that is process. Here the parameters, no parameters here, but self should be compulsory used. Here self is the argument, defaultly used the self argument. What is the name of the object? Here S is the name of the object, S equal to student. Here the first object, first instance of the class is created, that is called S. S dot process. Now process, here we access, by using this statement we access the name of the function. S dot by using the dot operator. Here S is the object name, dot is the dot operator, process is the name of the function. Now control transfers to this method, class method. Here we are going to find out the summation of 3 marks. Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3 are 45, 91, 71. The summation, we are going to find out the summation of 3 marks. And by using this statement, we find out the average equal to sum by 3. So we get the average value of the 3 marks. And finally, these two statements prints the value of sum and also average. And finally, returns to the main program. So in this program, in the class program, the program starts with this statement, not from the class statement. The program starts from this instantiation statement. Here S is the object is created. This is the first statement of this program. Then the mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 values are initiated there here by using this mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, because when the first instance of the class is generated, the constructor of the class is generated. Here there is no constructor is here, so defaultly no parameter constructor is generated by defaultly. From that, mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 are initiated by the set of values. Then the process is generated. From that, we find out the sum and average, and also print the value of sum and average. So the result is total marks equal to 207, average marks equal to 69. This is the output of this program. This is the output of this program. We are going to check this program to find the total and average by using the IDLE window. Program to find the total and average. Here is the same example, class student. The two statements are intended from the class. These 5 statements are inside the definition process, the class method process. The first instance of the class is generated by using this statement. Then mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 are the 3 values of mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 are initialized with 45, 91, 71. And the process method is called by using the dot operator. So process method is called. Here we are find out the value of sum and average, and also prints the value of sum and average and return to the main function. Run this program, run model, we get the values, total marks and average marks. 207 and 69 is the output of the program. So by using this program, we are find out the sum of the 3 marks and average of the 3 marks, and also this program illustrate about the defining the class tag, and also it demonstrate about the accessing the class variable and class member. Class member, that means class variable and also class method. So this program to find out the total and average marks of using class. And last one, example program. This is the example program. Another example program using class to check the and print if the given number is odd or even. This program is written by using the class tag. Here is the example, class odd or even. Here odd or even is the class tag. Here odd or even is the class tag. Even is the class variable. Here another check is the class method. Here check is the class method. It contains only one variable, only one parameter, that is num, with self variable, so self parameter. This program started with the main statement n equal to odd even. Here n is the object of the class is generated. That is object of the class are also called as instance of the class. Here x, the value of x is getting from the keyboard by using the input function. So x value, for example, I give the value for x is 5. Now n dot check of 5. Here substitute the value 5. Here 5 is the parameter of the method check. Here the method check is called by using this statement. So the check is accessed by using the dot operator, object name followed by dot operator followed by member of the class, that is check. It has the only one parameter, that is 5, which the 5 is given from the keyboard. 5, this 5 is passes through num value, so num divided by 2 and remainder is 1. 5 divided by 2, the remainder is 1, but so this condition set false here, so else case is generated, so we get the result as num is odd number. When we give the value, enter the value 4, the 4 is passed to the check here num value, 4 modulo 2, the remainder is 0, so the condition is true. So true case is generated. Now the print num value is 5, num value is 4, 4 is even number. When we give the value 5, else case is worked because this condition becomes false, so 5 is odd number. We are going to see this example by using IDLE window. File open, odd even by using class, odd even program by using class. Here the class contains the two statements. One is even equal to 0, that is the even is the variable. Another one def check. Here check is the class method. It contains the definition contains the if else statement, that is if else statement contains only one statement, if else statement. Here n equal to odd even, the program starts with the creating the instance of the class, that is n is the object. Here n is the object. X equal to int of input of enter a value, so we get the x value by using the input method from keyboard. Here n is the object name, dot is the dot operator, check is the class method. Here x is the parameter, this is the actual parameter is x, that value is for example 4. The 4 is transfers to the copied to the num value. 4 modulo 2 equal to 0 is the true value, so we get the result 4 is even number. Run this program by using the run model by giving the value 4. Now get the result 4 is even number. When we give the odd number value, then we get the result as 5 is odd number. So this example program is used to demonstrate about the another example for the class program, for defining the class program. And also in this class program we are having the two members. One is even, that is the class variable. Another member is the check, that is the class method. The class method is invoked by using this call statement n.check of x. So we get the final result as 4 is even number and 5 is odd number. That's all students. Thanks for watching.